Happy Valentine! Today is 14th February 2021. I thought of doing this video as a memorial testimony of how I came back to church and touch on questions like, does God still answer prayer? Can anyone still hear the audible voice of God? So hopefully I can keep the story short. Okay, so I came back to church when I was 23, and how I came back, it actually related to one of the guy that I was dating back then. That went MIA on Valentine's Day, like hello, you know. So 10 years ago, okay, I was supposed to have this Valentine date with this guy, but he went MIA, and I actually bought him Valentine's Day's gift. It's a earring. I thought of, he have one, I have one. Now I get to keep both. Okay, so back then, so we didn't get to meet, right? So I still get my off day. I went to church. I went to Central Church. This is how it looked like. Okay, so I was in the church praying. Back then I wasn't a Christian, and okay, I haven't slide back to God. Okay, I was Christian when I was 10 years old, but I've backslide a bit, and then yeah, and then I came back to this place, okay, to pray. Yeah, since I got my off day, I got nothing to do, then I said let's pray. Because of this guy back then, he was a Christian, and he's my ideal type, the sunshine guy, good looking, ideal height, and a Christian. Yeah, so because of him I began to pray again to God. Okay, so yeah, I went to the church, okay, to pray. While I was praying talking to God, okay, so I thought I was talking to God. Suddenly I got angry with God, I was like, like, what kind of man do you want me to find, what kind of guy you like, you tell me, I go and find. I speak to God in Chinese lah. I was like, 你喜欢怎样的男孩子，你跟我讲啊，我去找。然后我开那个门，你就 show 我。So I tell the God, show me the guy that you like, when I open the door of the church, show me. When I got angry, I walked out of the church, and lo and behold, when I opened the door of the entrance and exit of the door of the church, right, the main gate, a guy appeared in front of me, stunned. I was stunned also, and then he looked at me and asked, "What are you doing here?" I was like, I can't tell him that I come here and pray and scold God, whatever, right? So I was like, I came here to pray. Yeah, so he was an insurance agent, so he was just around having lunch appointment. So I was like, okay, hi, bye, that's all. So the guy that happened to met at the door, he was from the church that I was visiting, just visiting randomly, and just visiting, not stable. Yeah, because I haven't decided to come to church. It's a commitment to me. Yeah, so yeah, that day I went home, and I was like, wow, God, you answered my prayer. Like in a minute you answered my prayer, and boom, the guy was in front of me. So I was thinking, is it that guy? Is it I must like him or something? I was like, I don't have an answer for that back then. I was like, oh, okay, then how? And when I was praying, and God speak to me in an audible voice. He said, it's time for you to come back. Instantly it hit me, and yeah, I know where I should go to. I mean, I know which church I should return to lah. And then I was like negotiating with God somehow, like, right, you want me to go back to church, you must ask someone to bring me back, right? So yes, the next day, someone did message me, and that was Li Qing, you know. If you're watching this video, thank you. Yeah, so she texted me and asked me, do you want to come to church? Come to church. I was like, yes. Inside of me, I was like, yes, God did it. So I went to church, okay. Then I saw that same guy that appeared. Yeah, he was there in the church too. Okay. Then after that, I went home. I told God, now that I went to church, you need to ask someone to bring me back to cell group, right? And ta-da! Someone, Li Qing, arranged for Ellie to talk to me, and she have a hard time with me because I asked her a lot of silly, stupid questions. And then yeah, so that was my journey back to church. And lo and behold again, that guy was in the same cell group with me. Cell group means like a team. Yeah, he was in the same team with me. But no lah, nothing going on. We didn't have any 火花, no firework, no, nothing. But through that, I learned that God showed me to find a man after his own heart. That's the first lesson learned. And for the guy that I was dating back then, that went MIA, for a long time I didn't have a proper closure, like why he disappeared. I thought he liked me. I thought he kept asking me out. Why last minute he disappeared, ghosted, MIA. Yeah, for a long period I just thought that I wouldn't have an answer. But 3 years ago, I had a closure. Okay, so 3 years ago, that guy was married, and I text him, I congratulate him, because he married my best friend, primary school best friend back then. Drama enough. Okay, so so I pop out the question like why did you MIA previously, am I like too sensitive or whatever? Then he replied that actually I wasn't, and I was very nice, and he replied that he did regret it back then, and he tried to find me, he tried to reconnect with me, but I already moved on. Yeah, so well, I guess it's all our decision. I don't think it's a bad one. Yeah, so he's happily married, I suppose. Yep, so that's how I came back to church, and how God still answers prayer now. Yeah, he still answers prayer now. And if you think that he's not answering, then perhaps you have to think about how to rebuild your relationship with God. He's still listening. Perhaps you're not the one that is able to hear his voice. And does God still speak in audible voice? He does, cause I have heard it, I think twice, 2 or 3 times. So perhaps pray. Pray and you shall receive, right? So yeah, that's all for now. Bye.